Happy. Good morning, my relatives. My name is Audrey German, and you are tuned in to the CHE 411 program. This program is a program of the Community Health Education, and I have with me our tobacco prevention specialist, Linda Obago, and our wellness educator, Gypsy Wana. I'm hoping that everyone had a good Christmas and holiday break as we start this new year. Sometimes when we start our new year, we have a lot of resolutions, and people have a lot of plans to be healthier, by exercising, losing weight, eating better, and sometimes, we have those plans, and sometimes I think that they can be too big because it takes such a drastic change in the things that we're already doing. But today what we wanted to do is bring some information to you about water, mani, because we know that it's important to our overall health. I had gone to a conference back probably about 5 years ago, and there was an elder there, a Kushi, that talked about the importance of water. She said that when she was a small girl, one of the things that her Kushi would do when they woke up in the morning is that she would take them down to the creek, and she would tell them that mani, or water, was medicine, and that that we couldn't live without it, that it was sacred, and that we couldn't live without mani. And they would break their fast. She would have them cup their hands, and they would each take their first drink of water in the morning. And so I think as Dakotas, we know that water is sacred. We say the water is life. And so today what we wanted to do is bring you some information about water and just how important that water is to our overall health. So some interesting facts is that our bodies are about 60% water, and that water regulates our body temperature. It moves nutrients through our cells and keeps our mucous membranes moist and flushes waste from our body. So, just with that, you think about when you first wake up in the morning, you're getting your whole body system working, and it's helping you to start bringing our body functions back to waking them up in the morning. Our lungs are 90% water, our brains are 70% water, and our blood is more than 80% water. And all this information, the source for this information is the Mayo Clinic. So if you need to get a boost, get more water into your day. So we talk about what are the 7 wonders of water, and that will maybe by hearing these, that will help you, motivate you to get more water into your day. So you can stay slimmer with water. So if you're trying to lose weight, water can actually start your metabolism going and helps you feel fuller. So one of the things that we talk about is if you want to reduce the number of calories that you're taking in, don't take in those calories with things that you're drinking. A lot of people like to put, want those lattes or those special coffees, and without realizing it, you're adding, could be up to 1,000 calories in just what you're drinking in coffee and different specialty drinks during the day, or even with pop. I have a friend, and I won't say her name, but she drank a lot of pop during the day. I think probably, I would say easily four sugar pops every day. And she decided that she was going to give up her pop. And so within, at least, it was about 4 to 5 months, just by giving up her pop and not making any other change, she lost 20 pounds. And so just with those sugary drinks, you're adding a lot of calories to your day. And so if you can give up those sugary drinks and replace them with water, that would go a long ways to helping you lose weight, if that's one thing that you want to do. It also amps up your metabolism. So especially if you're drinking cold water, it takes your body more energy to warm up that water, so that too will burn a few extra calories. So it nourishes your skin. So if you have fine lines, and you can see as you get older, you start to get those wrinkles. So when you're dehydrated, those fine lines and wrinkles are actually deeper. And so water is nature's own beauty cream. So by drinking water, it hydrates those skin cells and plumps them up. So it actually is a little a little miracle in getting some extra water into your body, and it helps those cells, plump up. And so, if that's not a motivator, I don't know. It's not a won't take them away, but I think it could kind of help them fill them out a little bit. And so it also flushes out impurities and improves the circulation and blood flow, leaving your face clean, clear, and glowing. So it also lowers stress with water. So 70 to 80% of your brain tissue is water. So if you're dehydrated, your body and your mind will be stressed. And so if you're feeling thirsty, you're already a little bit dehydrated. So to keep stress levels down, keep a glass of water at your desk or carry a bottle of water and sip regularly. So those are just some things, and we have other things that Linda's going to share with us about how water can help us, in our day.
Water boosts energy. If you're feeling drained and tired, get a pick-me-up with water. Dehydration makes you feel fatigued. Water helps the blood carry oxygen and other important nutrients to your cells. If you're getting enough water, your heart also doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood through your body. High blood pressure comes to mind. Water is a sacred thing. Without it, we can't live. Building muscle tone with water. Drinking water helps prevent muscle cramping and lubricates joints in the body. When you're well hydrated, you can exercise longer and stronger. Water reduces kidney stones. The rate of painful kidney stones is rising because people, including children, aren't drinking enough water. They're substituting pop, Kool-Aid, all those things that aren't good for us, which have a main cause in diabetes, for water. Water dilutes the salts and minerals in your urine that form the solid crystals known as kidney stones. Kidney stones can't form in diluted urine, so reduce your risk and drink plenty of water. Are you drinking enough water? Generally, nutritionists recommend that we follow the 8x8 rule. Drink 8 ounces of glasses of water a day. Drink more water if you exercise or sweat heavily, are sick such as with the flu, or have a health problem like a urinary tract infection, are pregnant or breastfeeding. You may need less water if you drink other beverages often. How can you tell if you're drinking enough water? The easiest way to know if you're drinking enough fluid is to look at the color of your urine. If you're drinking enough water, your urine will be clear or pale yellow. A dark yellow means you aren't drinking enough water. People who drink enough water also have soft bowel movements. Constipation is a sign that you aren't getting enough water. And one of the things for me, I'm a cancer survivor, and there was a couple of years there where there were so many chemicals that I had to take and use. And one thing I found out is that there was a possible chance for liver and kidney cancer. So one of the things, and I ultimately did have to have my left kidney removed, but one of the things I started doing was drinking a few drops of lemon in water every morning, and that flushes and cleans your liver and kidneys. You have to, if you're on a lot of medication, you need to flush your system because there's a buildup there somewhere in your body. So please drink water. It's very sacred. It was given to us for a reason, and we need to follow, what the God grandfathers has given us.
So, if you have a desire to just be healthier, I would just encourage everyone to really think about how you can add some more water into your day. And you can see all the health benefits, to just getting our bodies going in the morning. And like the Kushi said, it's water is medicine. And so if we can take that message and start sharing it with our children and our grandchildren, I think we're going to be on our way to being a healthier nation, even just by adding more water into our day. And if you are, like some of the tips, if you're breastfeeding, you need more water because you need to make that milk for your baby. And sometimes we don't get, sometimes women struggle, to be able to breastfeed, and because they feel like they're not making enough milk for their baby. Well, maybe one of the things you could do is adding more water, and maybe that would help. If you exercise, a lot of people are starting to, add more movement into their day. You're going to find that you're probably going to need more water just to get you through those times where you're sweating more, and so you're losing not oxygen, you're losing water that way. Or like Linda said, sometimes some medicines that we take, require us to be able to metabolize those medicines and to get them out of our systems and to help our body work and function properly. The water helps in that way too. And so, all these things, there's just so many reasons why, it's important to put more water into our day. And like Linda said, sometimes we feel like, water doesn't, we need a flavor to it. Well, we can add natural things like lemon or fruits. You can infuse your water with different fruits that add also different vitamins and things into it. We had an activity once where we provided, where the bottles have containers where you can put different kinds of fruit into it. And so that's a natural way of adding some flavor to your water without adding anything unnatural, like the sugars and things that could be not good for you or not healthy for you. And so those are some things that we can do. We also have other activities that our program is putting on, and so I think Gypsy had some things that she wanted to share.
Oh, first I was going to say 8-ounce glasses of water. So basically a gallon of water a day. Mm-hmm. And then if you're going to be exercising or if you're pregnant or have something else, more. Okay, because I know sometimes people are like, yeah, I'm drinking lots of water, but it's really still not enough.
Yeah.
And like if you're sick too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, check your urine. I mean, that sounds kind of whatever, but check your urine. If it's, clear or a light yellow, you're okay. But if it's not, you need more liquid. You need more water.
And so the other thing too, I guess that we have to keep in mind is that a lot of foods, if we're eating fresh vegetables and fruits, we're getting water through our vegetables and fruits too, and other things that we're drinking.
So if you're like me and not having fruits and veggies, no.
Yeah, and you're going to see it in your bowels.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing that a lot of people, if you're constipated, it's probably a sign that you're not getting enough water.
I know. Along with that, but colorectal cancer for us is the third cancer for all of us, and it has everything to do with our diet and water. We need to drink water. We need to eat healthier.
Okay, so then another thing was those like Gatorade or Powerade or whatever. Some people think that's okay too, but in reality that's really not, because of there's like extra sugar in it and stuff. And I think one time at the fitness center they were telling us you don't need that stuff. Water was the best thing. Delane was telling us that too, the nutritionist. And the only time somebody would need something like that would be like, say, if they're running a marathon, or where they're just sweating out all their nutrients, like working in the hot stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up about
the thing about wrinkles. I don't know why Audrey looked at me when she said that. And I did not really think too much about that, but it's true. Water takes care of your body. Everything healthy is good for you. Yeah. Anything with added sugars, is not good for you.
Okay.
And to not drink your calories.
Exactly.
So should I talk about this Dallas thing now? Okay, so over the Christmas break and the snowstorm days and stuff, I was on Facebook, and I noticed that some people had put questions out there asking about dialysis and what they can do. How do they get to dialysis? Are they still open? And a few weeks ago, we had the tribal police on our show to help us talk about emergency preparedness. And one of the things we found out about for dialysis patients is that, number one, what's our dialysis unit? Where are they from?
They're from Prairie Lakes.
Prairie Lakes. They plan, well, like we all do, they plan ahead, and if they, because none of them live here in Sisseton, they all live either in Watertown or way out in the country, Millbank or somewhere. But if there's going to be a storm coming, they work out amongst themselves who's going to be coming to town that day, and they like get a hotel room in Sisseton so that they're there for dialysis, because they go every single day, and that's because, you know, people could die without their dialysis. So our patients need to be on that same wavelength and plan ahead too. Tribal police informed us that they can reserve a room for dialysis patients if there's going to be a storm, and they would authorize that room for you. And then if you needed transportation, they can also assist with that. Now, this is for the Sisseton IHS unit at the Woodrow Wilson Key Memorial Healthcare Center. I don't know what other areas do, what other towns or anything, but that's what's specifically done at this service unit. Tribal police phone number is 698-7661. And then another thing we came up about was the medications. I was talking to some of the public health nurses and others that medications, it doesn't have to be just a nurse that helps a family member that needs medications. And there was talk about the need to educate people on how to read the prescriptions, you know, how to read them, what they mean and stuff, because we're all on them and we should all know about it. So we'll be looking more into that in the future. And other emergency preparedness, but that was just about the dialysis stuff. There's a few things we have coming up in the community. One is a presentation called, it's Building Self-Healing Communities, Healing from Within. Can you see this? Put it up really close. It'll be at the First Baptist Church in Sisseton at 7 o'clock on January 16th. And there's also a blood drive on January 31st from 1 to 4 at the Tribal Building in the training room. And you can call, for now, 742-3651, ask for Gypsy to schedule your appointment. And, oh, I guess one other thing, the healthy living classes that the nutritionist puts on, January. I don't recall what the January dates are, but if you want to learn more about nutrition, healthy living, helping manage your diabetes, you can make an appointment and at the IHS. And that's all. That's all I got.
And one more thing that we have going on today.
Right.
If you, excuse me, if you have time over the noon hour from 12 to 1 at the Tribal Administration Building in the training room, we have Evelyn Bragg. She is a nurse practitioner at the Woodrow Wilson Keebo Memorial Healthcare Center that will be giving a presentation on hypertension or high blood pressure, and she gives a really good presentation, and I think that's one of the things also that in our community that we want to be able to educate everybody on high blood pressure and what your numbers mean when they take your blood pressure. What do those numbers mean? I think those are important numbers that each of us need to know what they are. And so today, that's going to be today in the training room at the Tribal Administration Building. So everyone is welcome to come to that. It's going from 12 to 1, and we'll be having lunch. So come and spend your lunch hour with us and learn about hypertension. So that's all we have for today. We hope you add more water into your day. We give you a lot of good reasons as to why you should add more water into your day. And so if you can just take that challenge from us, is to just add some more water into your day. You can, if you want to know if you're getting enough water, like Linda said, check your urine when you go to the bathroom. And if it's a light color, you're getting enough water. If it's darker, you need to add more water into your day. So that's it for today. Healthy choices, no regrets.
Don't smoke.
And please buckle up every time you get in a vehicle. Thank you.
Yep.